Alright, now let's see if we can capture lightning in a bottle and have a second run as good as the first. Probably not true. Oh, it is out on the Switch already. Hey! That's a convenient answer. Well, so far so good. And this is definitely one of the levels that caused the game to lag in the worst possible manner. Look at all these enemies. It's a straight-up enemy convention. Whoop. I do a lot of damage. Oh, the poison down there, jerk. Aha! Alright, we get money, and we go in here. Oh, wrong Skul game. Oh, you're right, there's the other one. Wait, were you thinking of Skellboy, probably? Because I know that came out, they did like some kind of new relaunch version. Recently. Oh, it's called Scully, not Skellboy. Gosh, there's too many Skul games. I think I need to go back and play Scully. Okay, there we go. Did basic bone get upgraded to night bone? Nope. The werewolf guy... Hello. Priestess Veil. Randomly casts a 10-second buff every 30 seconds. Increases physical magic attack by 40, increases, decreases incoming damage, increases attack speed, and movement speed. Well, that's gonna be really awkward, but alright, I'll take it. Okay, there we go. There we go. I gotta delete you from existence. You are rude. I should probably look at the other bonus effects that the... Okay. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna fight this guy safely, which means throwing my head at him. I could try some other things, but... Okay, fine. That'll do the trick. Just tight quarters. Don't want to fight there. Do I go for another skull, or do we keep going for items? I get plenty of skulls. Nope. Didn't work. There we go. Let's see. Bam. Nope. Want to get rid of the ranger boys. I mean, I got rid of them anyway, but still. What is this one? Bottled embers? I like bottled embers. Okay, no skull up there. What do we got? Wind dashing throws a dagger. Increases skeleton soldiers. Now, am I currently a skeleton soldier? No. I'm really interested in knowing if this actually works or not. That said, I think I'm going to buy this one anyway. It's very versatile, and the extra HP is undeniably useful. What's this one? Decreases incoming damage, and... Blessing the Sphinx is boring. I am not interested. Hello. Oh. Choose the Fire Mage. Now, I don't know what her weak point is. Ah, there's her weak point. I think it's supposed to be that her head is on fire or her face is on fire. And smoking and stuff, but it looks a little doofy. Okay, she's there. So far, so fine. I definitely miss my, like, OP as shit hyper skulls from the last rounds. Nope, that didn't work. This one also just attacks real slow. Nope. Aha. Gotcha. Bam. Not bad. Okay, Gargoyle Skull. It's fun. It's not great. Face Bug. Throws a face bug to stiffen the enemy, or restore 1 HP every 3 kills. Hell yeah. You can't get a legendary and 2 uniques every run. I'd like to... let's go give me some new skulls. Ow. Okay. Be gone. There we go. I like the burn damage. I wish it scaled better. Somehow. There we go. Well, luckily the skull is rolling it pretty damn well. Alright, and we get Werewolf. I like the Werewolf. I think I'm gonna start going for Boneheads. Main reason being... I wanna... If I can get these basic skulls to not be trash, it should speed up the game tremendously. I'm not liking the Werewolf. It doesn't quite have the stun lock I'm looking for. Opens itself up really badly. Same with the other guy, but the other guy's slightly better at hit and runs. Hey, there we go. Plus, if I can upgrade Bonesley here, we become a very happy camper. Skeleton Sword. There we go. I don't actually know if this guy's better. Maybe. If you ever get Petty Thief again, you'll never have to do money again. Ow. This sucks. Wait. Ah. Ha. There we go. So far, so good. Stay away from... Oh! Okay, get rid of him. Delete these guys. Yeah, still not digging this skeleton sword either. It's okay. Give him that loot. There we go. Here. I definitely am gonna miss the... Ow. Woo. Oh, he was dropping rocks on my head. That's what's going on. Well, this one just hurts a bit. Nice part is I do have slight healing. I just have to stop taking nearly as much damage as I've been taking. Oh, well. Now, here's the question. Are we fighting the Ent again? I kind of hope not. It's going to be the Ent again. At least I know how to fight him. Kinda. Right. Ow. Double jump doesn't want to work on for some reason. Question, can I hit him from here? Yes. Which really isn't that helpful. And he does not stay down for very long. Damn it. I missed my arc lich. Does it always just come from the angle that he's at? I think so. I could be wrong. Damn it. Kinda. There we go. And the problem is he's going to start doing his sweep. Nope. He's going to do fist business. Boy, howdy. Nope. Out of range. I don't think I'm beating him. He just has too much HP. Like, he really... Ow. Like, you really want to have a good skull for this. Otherwise, he is just not super hittable. Especially considering his stupidly massive HP pool. Even the difference between the low and mid-level skulls is drastic. Yeah. I got some balance questions on this game. It's like... It kind of reminds me of Hades, but with a more stringent requirement for skill. Maybe? I don't know how to describe it. Standard issue Caerleon armor. I'll take the damage reduction. Let's see. This game is incredibly difficult. Which, like, I get that. But I don't enjoy games that are just like, we're going to be really hard. Okay, items are great, but finding an amazing skull, I think, is just better. At least until we start upgrading these. But, like, I love the core gameplay loop. It just feels like it's one of those where you really do have to play and unlock all of the darkness bits to actually have a reasonable chance at clearing some of the later fights. And maybe that's not actually the case, but the first impression I have on this game is very much just like, you gotta grind, you gotta do the time to actually be able to beat it. And that's always tough for me. Like, I'll do that for... I should probably actually use my ability. I create tree? I think the other problem is just, like, the lower tier guys are just really boring. Like, this guy's kind of fun with a nice stomp attack, but... compared to Rockstar and Lichman, there's not even a comparison. Hey, look, it's the skeleton sword again. Right. You and skull. Oh, I see. It's actually... That might be better than I was giving it credit for. How did that hit me in the air? Okay. Yeah, one of my initial complaints with this game in general was just that, like, hey, the early bosses are really hard in kind of an unfun way. And it's a little sad to see that, like, they didn't actually balance it. They just like, nope, get good. It's like, I don't want to get good. I got too many of those games. Wait, the skull upgrades don't persist? You mean those are on a per-run basis? Ah, man. It's... That's not a good feeling. Like, for a game as hard as this, you need extensive meta progression to really make it feel like your time is worth it. Otherwise, like, I'm just gonna go play something else. I just, like, I could see this being great with some mods that, like, add 7 new layers of meta progression. I think that would be fine. Like, sure, make it hard as shit, but give me the opportunity to become busted as hell just by investing endless amounts of dark points into things. But currently it's like, hey, go grind a run, you might be able to get an extra 8% damage. Oh, and it caps out after a certain point. It's like, I don't know about that one. Ring of the Wind, and I'm currently stuck with physical. I guess what we can do is just go for everything. Hatestone just doesn't fit the build, though. Is this a roguelite? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get just clobbered a bit here. There we go. Eat poison. Well, luckily I have gun. Does that hurt him? It does. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, though. Okay, do not remember what this does. I think I killed him before he got to do it. Oh, rude. Okay. But that was weird. Gonna take a lot of damage fighting him, but that's okay. But yeah, if there's a mod that made it so the upgrades persisted, that'd be great. Sylphid Wings, Legendary. Increases aerial attack speed by 70%, movement speed by 100%, enables you to jump one more time. Well, that's, wild. That is wild, in fact. Yeah, 10 bones. It's like, you straight up have to only pick bones. to make that even remotely close to wild. Or, wild. Worthwhile. Wow. I have Blender Boy upgrades. Hello. This is going to be OP for like 2 seconds, and then it's going to be completely pointless. As we're going to fight the Ent boss again, and he's going to destroy me. Because no matter how much damage I can do to these, like, basic chump mobs, I'm never going to be able to hold a candle to just the regular schmucks. Or not the regular schmucks, the actual bosses. The idea behind the skull upgrades is that when you try to get good skulls, when you don't, you can still make decent skulls a little better. The sheer cost makes it not work that way. Yup! I gotta give it credit. This setup is working. Like, it's got so much potential, but I keep getting trash. Like, if all skulls were made equal and kind of interesting, or if I could keep one skull with me, or there's like a couple different things that could be done. Oh, here's another legendary one. Increases physical attacks. That would have been actually really good. Balls. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, it's like, it's so impressive looking, but it barely actually does damage. Hell, I don't even set them on fire very often. Oh, gosh. Boy. Where? What? Oh. That's where I'm supposed to go. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. What the? This isn't even, like, fighting anymore. This is just button spam and hope for the best. It reminds me of that Ancient Abyss game that I was playing the other day, where it's like, great ideas mired in weird balance that I'm assuming more or less just comes from the developers not really taking feedback, just making the game and playing it within their kind of own vacuum. It's not an uncommon occurrence where you play a game and it's just like, this was clearly only play-tested by people who knew what they were doing. Which isn't necessarily, like, always bad, but it often leads to weird problems that, you know, somebody way worse at the game would immediately get stuck on. It's kind of like the opposite version of the Cuphead demo reel. If any of you guys remember that one, hello. 20% chance of freezing enemies that you land on after jumping. That's pretty good. Anyway, time to go get absolutely clobbered by the the treant. I think the thing that always, like, gets my goat when I'm talking about this stuff is it's super clear. Oh. It is super clear that I'm going to get, like, a number of tryhards and, like... Wow! Okay. I'm gonna get a lot of tryhards and, like, people that are legit good at the game. That are inevitably going to say, like, hey, it's not actually that hard, you just have to... Whap! Is that... Oh, that actually does do damage to him. I was really hoping that would be like a Kirby stomp situation. Well, I'll get him to the second phase. I do tons of... Ow. I'd say I do tons of damage. I do okay amounts of damage here. He's got 1,200 HP. That would explain something. Come on! I was over those fists. It's a hard game, but it's still fun. The problem is, like, the hardness eventually gets in the way of the fun. And it's like... Dark Souls is one of those games where you die against a boss, you just get sent back to the boss, and then you just do it all over again from that specific moment. So keep investing in HP. It's like 5 HP. It feels so wasteful and meaningless. Oh look, it's this guy again. Okay, one more run, and then I think we'll stop. You keep the upgrades here. Yeah, that's the only meta progression in the game I've found so far. Maybe we get lucky and there's a bunch of meta progression later on in the game. That, you know, we just have to get sufficiently far enough that we get access to, like, 3 more NPCs. Because I think that would be a way to do it. It's just like, oh yeah, you just need to find the other characters, or, like, do this thing for the witch, and then she gets, like, 10 more things to invest in. Dark Souls is generally a lot more fair. Really hard to get messed up by bad RNG. Or if it does... The main thing is just, like, you rarely have to spend a whole lot of time getting back. Swapping stiffens enemies in the wide area, decreases incoming damage. I like that. Let's just keep going for the items. I don't need suggestions for what to play after this. I know exactly what I'm playing after this. If I play something after this. My schedule is a labyrinthine horror, and suggestions are only just an exercise in me saying no. I hate doing. Like, I hate saying no to people, but I gotta. Why am I still standing in this? No. You have to realize I'm always buried under, like, a billion games, so it's just like, what do I play? Ooh, I mean, this is a good one. I like it. Let's go Skul. Oh, there's an NPC you can free that straight up gives you bones. There's one that rerolls your Skull abilities. Yeah, but it's like giving... Dead but walking. The outside world is full of surprises. Yes, thank you for the help. This is probably a good time to reward you, no? I'm the spokesman of the Mist. I serve the God of Mist. I shall share the grace of the Mist God. Oh, dearest Mist God in the deep forest, I pray to thee. Please bless the skeleton with thy grace of battle, so that it may defeat its enemies with ease. Let's see, it gives a lot of skulls. I think my main beef is that most of the skulls that can be upgraded with bones don't actually seem like they're really worth it. Maybe they are. I guess the thing is, you know when you're watching a TV show and like the first season is just garbage and all of your friends say no, just stick it out. You know, Parks and Recreation gets amazing later on. You just gotta tough it out, and then it gets funny. And then you do, or you don't, or I guess really the issue is then you have to kind of stick out that first season, and it's just like, I guess for me, I always have the trouble with the, you know, stick it out for the first season mentality. Just because I don't wanna. I'd rather go watch something that I can, you know, watch the first season and have a good time with. I love the idea of this guy. The actual execution is okay. I think the main thing is charge attacks really do not fit this game's style, I guess. Increases physical attack by 30%. Swapping to power skill sends nearby enemies flying. Or just the bow. It really does seem like rare items are super good. Ooh, yes! Clown. Where are we currently? Balance. Well, Caerleon recruit. Go Clown. Because this guy throws knives anyway. Increases physical attack, swapping to power skills. The main issue is we don't have power skills. Oh. When damaging enemies with knives. Oh, but the other ones do physical damage too. I'm already half spec'd into physical, so let's just keep it. I'd rather spend one season on something good than wait 3 seasons for something to get good. Yup! Okay. I don't know what she's doing. I'll just stay away. Oh, it's a heal. And unfortunately, my dodge does not have quite enough cooldown for that one. I guess that's just a matter of planning. Yeah, that's easy. Hello, Clown. Clown and the Ninja are no slouches. I'm a Speed Skull. I guess I'll grab Sphinx, just so I have something. I mean, often those kinds of shows don't even show up on your radar unless they get good and start catching your interest. Yup. Although I have no bone. I think I could have actually gotten rid of the archer, but, like, I don't know. Just finding out that it doesn't carry over is just demoralizing. Oh, right. This is the Sphinx one. That doesn't give me anything good. I used to think it has a short cooldown. Does it? 30 seconds. Makes me immune to traps. Okay. I can't hit him for whatever reason. There we go. It is ridiculous. Ow. Oh, right. It's one of those where enemies explode after, like, X number of hits. That's how it works. What do we get? Gargoyle. Well, it's better than this guy. Gargoyle is balanced, really. Bye. Okay. Man, Gargoyle would be amazing with the upgrade from the last run. Just crazy movement speed midair. Still don't think I dig it that much. He's kind of fun, but it's like, it's a weird gimmick more than actually useful. Oh. Okay, that's a little bit more useful. If exploration was a thing. Okay, dwarf. I like dwarf. Skeleton bomber. Oh, that sounds fun. I'm confused. After 5 seconds, explodes after 5 seconds, dealing magic damage. Kaboot. Okay. Well, credit where credit is due. Like, it's a funny joke. I like the idea of it. Why are there unhappy faces? I don't get it. Whole thing is confusing. When hit, explode. Well, fair enough. So I gotta wait until the manual explosion is off cooldown. Otherwise, it's probably not worth it. There we go. Got that. Who are you? Nope. We're not done yet. Where did everyone go? Who are you? I heard footsteps in my sleep. Well, I thought it was a dream. If this isn't a dream, there's something I need to do. Well, then again, I'm tired and sleepy. Can you spare me some of your vitality? Sure. Still so sleepy. I'm sorry, but this is my watcher companion's head. Can you kind of bury it somewhere nice? I wanted to do it myself, but I'm too sleepy. Okay, ghoul. Alright, let's take a look at this monster. Can I eat this? Skull always carries the throw hook skill. When enemies are defeated, there's a certain chance that a chunk of flesh will drop. When they're acquired, its body increases in size for 10 seconds. Amplifying physical attacks. Dashes are considered attacks. Swallow. Swallows enemies in front. When enemies are killed with the skill, it applies effects of flesh chunks. Hook, hook, gotcha. Well, I guess let's get rid of the skeleton bomber. Love the idea. He hungry. Yeah, he is. Alright, time to go get wrecked by the treants again. It's like, I can very reasonably get to the treant, no problem. But after that, Okay, well, I tried to jump out of the way. I really wish you could see which direction those were coming from. But there's literally no tell which side it's coming from. He will lean whatever direction I think he wants. Unless they changed it, and I just haven't noticed. Okay. Ow. Because, yeah, he's leaning into it, that one. Well, maybe he's leaning the right way. I don't know. Got him. He leans towards where it's coming from. I swear he leans the other direction, too. Ow. There we go. Apparently switching actually does shit tons of damage to him. Okay, there we go. Dark Spirit Shade. Ooh. Magic damage to 3 random enemies within range every 6 seconds. Hell yeah. I guess we didn't die to him. But honestly, most of the damage was purely from switching to Power Boy here. He clobbers. 30 bones for this one. What about you? 30 bones. Cool. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so the answer is I should just be Big Boy. Thank you, Skeleton. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know how long I would be trapped. Thanks to you, I'll be able to return. Before I head back, I'd like to share the blessing of Magnifico. Would that be okay? Although, I'll need a bit of gold, because that's what Magnifico likes. It's 340 gold would be enough. Oh, that re-rolled my skills. So that's what Magnifico does. Alright. Well, this guy's got some chops. Do we go... Let's go items. And this dark spear. Ow! Shit! What is even hurting me? I don't even know. I almost died from something. Guess it's because I'm huge? Well, now my attack speed is insane, so I guess there's that. Cool. Oh, look at that grabbage. No, thank you. Goodbye. I guess let's go for a skull. Okay, well, he did. Bye. Ah! There we go. I am mildly lost. Okay. Nope, stay the hell away from that. There we go. Yeah, so assuming I don't just get utterly beasted here, this guy might have a shot. Skeleton Bomber again. That's not helpful. Neat homing dango skulls. I will get my HP back. Just you watch me. And, well, let's see. Increase max HP. Incoming damage hurts and freezes surrounding enemies. Oh, I like that. Alright, and now it's mid-boss. Mid-boss time. Okay, she dead. Okay. Get him, bomb. There we go. Whew. Earthsies. Okay, gargoyles, garbage. Medusas, actually kind of good. Fire Spirit Salamander. Still no 30 skulls. Because I've been fed a steady diet of absolute garbage. Let's just go for the skull here. Ow. Thanks, Hook. Hook pulled me into a platform instead of the enemy. I guess I was off by a second. Alright. I got enough for 2 upgrades. I mean, I'm sure once it's done, it won't be so bad. This only gets me 50 HP, which actually is kind of bad. But this one, 40% swap cooldown reduction ain't terrible. This one is 60% cooldown reduction on balanced type skulls. Like, saving up, well, heavy frame is kind of boring. Ancient Alchemy is nice, but it's very expensive. Res will help. Yeah, kind of. It resurrects you once. Like, it'll help, but it'll only help so much. Yeah, the percentage upgrades suck, because you never feel them as you slowly upgrade them. They're kind of okay, but it's like... I feel like the meta progression in this game should either be just non-existent, because it's boring. You know, almost all of these are just basic little upgrades. Like, okay, sure, eventually 60% extra magic attack, 40% extra physical attack. That actually, like, that's not terrible, but it's a lot to work for, nothing exciting. You know, you could actually just level out the enemy HP, and no one would notice, nor miss you know, increasing your damage. Same thing with the crit rate. I would much rather have a bunch of interesting, useful utility perks that I can invest in or something, because it doesn't really feel like I'm building towards a build here. I'm just sinking my points into something that I think will help me the most, kind of, sort of. I compared this a little bit to Gunfire Reborn earlier, and I think that's gonna stick, except for Gunfire Reborn actually has a lot of meta progression that doesn't, like, it actually feels meaningful as you get some of the upgrades, and, like, it really helps. I'd have to do at least 10 runs just to get 1 point in Ancient Alchemy. That's tough. I mean, at least every run is fairly quick, half an hour at most, but that's still, what, 5 hours just to get 1 perk? I'm glad this is version 1.0 and not the final version of the game. Yeah, they're going to keep updating this from what I know, but it's like... Yeah, it's artificial difficulty in a bad way, and I'm stuck here because it's like, I really want to keep playing this game. It's real fun. But there are friendlier roguelikes with easier difficulty curves. Can't be worse than Star Renegade's meta progression, which can punish a player for unlocking bad gear. Yeah, I'm not a big fan on that one. So wouldn't that be 10 hours to max Ancient Alchemy? Who knows how much more expensive the second tier is? My assumption is the price goes up by 50%, because that's what it's been doing for all of the other ones, so... And yeah, change the bosses around. Yeah, the fact that there is only one boss... for each, like, overarching zone, and then a couple of, like, little mini-bosses that switch out a bunch. It's just, like, 3,000, then to 6,000. So, yeah, it would take 15 hours just to max out Ancient Alchemy. I'm sure if you get really good at the game, you can maybe cut that down by 5 hours, but that's still just, like, ugh. Like, for frame of reference, I can do an entire... run, start to finish, of Rogue Legacy in the time that it would take to level up this one perk to maximum. And that's why I always get stuck on this. It's like, why is this so extensive? Yeah, Quartz Gain is higher as you get further in a run. I'm sure, but it's still just like, it would still maybe take you 7 hours, 10 hours. Like, when I play a roguelike, I don't want to be thinking about... this run is a waste because ultimately it's going to get too hard, I die, and then I start over and throw a bit into the meta progression. Like, if you're going to do that, make it like Undermine or Rogue Legacy where it's about the grind, about getting more money. Or Hades where, sure, there's a massive amount of meta progression and grind, but you're really kept there. Brought in, you're invested and immersed because the story is good. And those unlocks can actually be really good. Like, unlocking Excalibur is nuts. I'm not seeing an Excalibur on this list, and that's why I'm so stuck. Because it's just like... don't have meta progression if there's no meaning to it, and there is no meaning to this. These are all things that could have just been in the game from the beginning, and I would have never noticed. It's like, hey... you found the alchemist guy. You get the ancient alchemy perk. Cool, done, easy. And actually, that would be a perfect way to do it. Have each one of these correspond to an NPC you can find on a run. And every time you find that NPC, you bring him back, and you just get an automatic level up. Or you get darkness points. Say you're having trouble finding this NPC, you can throw a couple points in and speed it along, or who knows what. But, you know, sure, reward players... who do well, or not even do well, just reward players kind of randomly, just give them Ancient Alchemy, or like a triple jump permanent unlock, but you have to pick between one or the other. And in fact, that's actually one thing that I wish more games with meta progressions unlocked, is instead of this just kind of increasing value of stats, you unlock options. Because options make games interesting. Raw numbers? That's clicker game stuff. Anywho, I'm complaining. I'm trying to break this down in kind of an explanation for why I'm probably not going to play too much more of this. It's so fun. But I don't get it, and I don't want to just sink the time in. And maybe it's one of those that if I literally never looked at the meta progression, I think I would have actually liked this more. I would have been frustrated and quit later, but it's just like the fact that I'm being drip-fed upgrades makes it that much worse somehow. Anywho, cheat engine it. Well, if I had any dark quartz left, maybe I'll think about that between runs. I'm sure somebody will make a cheat table over the next couple days that'll get it. Yeah, there's definitely an audience for this kind of game, absolutely. But oftentimes that audience is the exact same that would watch many other roguelikes, to be honest. Make a meta roguelike. You have individual runs, but you can unique unlocks that give you perma boosts until you reset the meta run. Maybe. There's a bunch of different ways that you could do it.